What's up? What's up? What's up, guys? You already know what it is. It's your boy, Bridges on top. Pre-snap read. We back. Football is among us. We ready for some college football. We ready for some HBCU football. We just ready for football in general. NFL, all these new things coming out, coming on, man. But what's up, guys? We back with y'all on a weekly basis. You know what it is. We doing it big. I'm doing it big. Everybody else doing it big. But I can't do the show by myself. I can't do the show by myself. So, Robert gonna come in later. I'm gonna give her a green energy. But I got my dog with me that day. That boy from North Kakalaki. Back where we from, we just call it the Carolinas. Cause if you from the Carolinas, ain't nothing finer than to be in the Carolinas in the morning. That boy went to Winston State. He a bruh. He an Omega man now. Cause when they call it that bruh, but he Omega man now. I'll talk about my boy Jerry Goodson.
What's up, man? It's been a minute, man. It's been a minute. I ain't seen y'all in a long time. Glad to be back, man. My boy Ron doing big things, and we got a great show in store for y'all today.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Definitely got a great show. Jerry, can you please tell the people what you've been doing? These past couple of weeks, because you've been here, there, you've been around everywhere. You had your birthday,
Man, I've been having a great time, man. My birthday was in July 11th. I went out to Turks, man. Turks and Caicos had an amazing time, but recently, man, I have, embarked a new journey. I've left FAMU. I'm associate AD for compliance at Lincoln City State University, CIAA school. So I'm on to new things, man. On to new things. Back at home, man, closer to my family, like 2 hours from the crib. So, it's like, honestly, man, family did a lot for me. It's still jobs hit me up to this day. Somebody cue that. To this day.
To this day.
For how we, transform the compliance side, man. Amazing. Amazing, dog. I'm grateful.
To this day. But heck yeah, man. To this day, we still waiting on college football. We still waiting on certain things. We just waiting on everything, man. We really just waiting on everything. But let me go ahead and get started to the show. I ain't gonna do the old snap moment until Robin come in the picture, because I gotta, let Robin come in the picture. But the Olympics. Let's talk about it, Jerry. It was a lot of stuff that was going on in the Olympics. A lot of records are getting broken. But, the talk of the town was the USA men's basketball team and the WNBA basketball team. Then we also got to talk about track and field.
Man, Olympics was amazing, man. We always show out per usual. United States, we had 40 first place medals, 44 second place, 42. I think a total for 126. Like, we was really doing our thing out there. And I think one of those medals was the one that got taken away. So we might have just got it back for the gymnastics. But, man, we doing our thing in basketball, men and women, track, and I heard they're bringing new sports when it goes to LA, man. That's a whole other topic. But, we're going to win in each town no matter what.
Yeah, most definitely, man. If they bring a new sport, then they need to bring some sport. They talking about the breakdancing. I could have did better than that. Girl did breakdancing. Did you, bro? The chat. Please tell me y'all saw that white girl breakdancing. Please tell me y'all saw that white girl breakdancing, chat.
Bro, she was like a fish out of water, bro. Like, she was just flopping. So, bro, what you got going on? Oh, hey.
Like, shoot, I couldn't do better than that.
You would have got second place with that.
Well, I would have got silver, boy. I'm trying to tell you. Shoot. Yeah, but yeah, that was just a hot mess, man. I watched some of the swimming. Like, I kind of honed in on that this year. A dude broke Michael Phelps' record, so that's always amazing. And what else I watched? I definitely watched the track. Noah, he did his thing. USA track women did his thing, and old girl, what's her name from the islands? Oh, I forgot her name.
From Jamaica.
Yeah, that won that 100.
I can't remember her name. She beat her though. But she's very seasoned. Like she's been in the Olympics for a while.
Yeah, and she went to Texas. She went to Texas University. So, she has, I think she broke all the records. She was the best indoor track runner over there in Texas University. I think they wasn't in the ACC then, but she was just breaking records. So, shout out to them. Shout out to Shakari and, the four by one team. They took that thing home. So,
She said her name is pronounced Shakiri. I didn't know that.
Shakari. Yeah,
I did not know that until like recently.
You know how black people is. They see it how they spell it. Shakari, guys. Shakiri. My bad. Shakiri.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But the girl that beat her was Julian Alfred.
Okay, yeah. But the thing about that race, man, I was watching it. I watched it with my girl, and I told her she came off the block slow.
She did, dog.
Bruh, that is her only downfall, coming out them blocks slow. Like, if she need to get her start. Like, if she get her start, she would literally have all three phases of like that 100 down pat. If she can just come off that start real quick, it's over.
I don't know if she has a problem with her start. I just know that particular race, it wasn't, it wasn't good compared to theirs.
Yeah,
it was like a lot of people that was in front of her at first.
Yeah, but cause she got catch up speed.
Yeah,
like in football terms, you can hawk down your opponent.
Right.
But yeah, she got that catch up speed where like if she does mess up, she can kind of get back in the race. But if you racing somebody that's kind of up there on that level with you, it's hard even to lose a millisecond.
Mm-hmm.
See, she always starts slow. So like she has the second, the two out of three. She doesn't have like 3 out of 3. She got the middle and she has the end. She just got to get that 1 out of 3 down pat. And like to me, I think that's probably more so fast twitch muscles. She just got to get them on and popping once she hear that gun, but I think she gonna get it next time, man. She definitely gonna get it next time.
Yeah. I think Noah Lyles had like a rough start too, like because he came back on his.
Yeah. He definitely had a rough start, but he still won. Like at a photo finish, like for real, like man McQueen. I know that little meme was going around with stunt with photo finish and everything. So, but he definitely won.
Right.
How you feel about his comments?
That's all I'm about to say, bro. I don't even rock with bro like that, bro. He a little, I don't know, bro. He a little different, man. To me, like the first thing he said about the world champion, like, bro, if you're in the NFL or the NBA, you already know you're the best players in the world because the best players from around the world go to the NBA or the NFL. It's like that is shown from the Olympics. You know what I'm saying? We won the Olympics how many years in a row for basketball? So how do we not have the best players in the world? You know what I'm saying? That play in the NBA. But I don't know, man. He always has some controversial comments. The most recent one with about Cheetah. What did he say? I think Cheetah said something about him first.
Yeah,
Cheetah said because he had said something about NFL players, man. So I'm on Cheetah's side, bro. I don't necessarily think Cheetah will beat him in the race. I ain't gonna lie, but I don't really like dude, man. He likes to get the spotlight too much. Like, bro, like just take what you got, dog. Like, why you doing too much?
But then again, Jerry, you gotta think playing devil's advocate. You gotta think about it. They don't get paid that much. You gotta make a name for yourself. You may have to say some outlandish stuff just to put yourself out there some more.
Dude,
I mean, me, I don't like it, but like if I were him, I'd be like, hey, hey, what's up, Cheetah? Let's race for real. Who's saying boat? Come on out here for real. All three of us. Yeah, definitely.
Make money. Yeah. Bro. I think he's taking the wrong route to make money. Like, why do you have to take a negative approach in order for your name to get bigger? For me, like what he said about Anthony Edwards when he was like, yeah, I'm not going to that. This guy's never won a championship. Like, bro, why you hating, bro? That's hating energy. You know what I'm saying? That's like you inviting me to something, bro, and I'm like, oh, Ron ain't never ran a compliance department. What he know about the NC? Like, bro, what? Bro, just go and enjoy yourself. Yeah. You know what I'm saying, bro? It's to me, everything does not have to be about myself in order for me to enjoy it.
Yeah,
I think he's very self-centered, but also, you know, track is a individual sport, so he's always been about himself.
Yeah, definitely.
I just ain't for it, bro. Like how he showboats and how, you know, Shikari showboats is very different. I support her.
Yes, it is different. You are right about that. You are right about that. But in a way, I feel like at the end of the day, it's like if you get them behind closed doors, it's all talk.
You think so?
It's all talk.
I don't know, bro. I don't rock, bro. And then the what was it? The COVID testing, bro. He just got too much going on, bro.
Yeah, that had me thrown in a loop with the COVID test now.
Bro said I lost because I had COVID. All right, cool, you got COVID. So 2 days later, I don't know how many days later, he posted a negative COVID test just so he can go out and party. And like, bro, what are you doing, bro? You see how he went out to party like the same day?
Yeah, the same day. Yeah, yeah.
Dude, man.
They're trying to listen to Pop Smoke and all that other nonsense. Yeah. Yeah. You need to listen to. You need to be listening to that Pop of the Gun and get some more gold. That's what you need to be doing. God dang it.
Facts.
Sure. That's what you need to be doing. So I ain't gonna touch on this topic yet, but I'm gonna skip this topic and go to the next topic. But make sure you subscribe to Bridges on Top. Make sure you go to Bridges on Top and follow and subscribe. And make sure you go to Twitter and go to Twitter, follow us on Pre-Snap Read, or IG, follow us on Pre-Snap Read and all that other stuff, man. Show us some love, man. And definitely subscribe to Scotty page. Definitely subscribe to OFFSCRIPT, man. Definitely subscribe to OFFSCRIPT. Man, HBC young NFL talent. Boy.
A lot out there.
There's a lot out there, but one is making some headlines now. That boy up in Boston, that running back in Boston, Terrell Jennings, boy, he is making some headlines, man, for real. From what I'm hearing from camp, he's been doing a tremendous job. He's been doing everything they asked him to do. Like, if you don't know Terrell Jennings or you haven't saw him play a FAMU football game, he is a workhorse back. He can block, he can catch out the backfield, and he can run, and he a grinding pound. He's kind of a one cut back. Am I kind of right about that, Jerry?
Yeah, if I'm being honest, man, I was a running back myself, so I look at running backs very in detail. Last year, he was one of my favorite backs to watch. We had the Yanks, we had the Kelvin Deans on. They're great backs. But to me, I always kind of found myself liking to watch Terrell Jennings' game a little bit more. Terrell was a one-cut guy. You're right about that. But he was never a one person going to take me down. He gave full effort every play. And what I can say about Terrell, man, like him as an individual, as a person, very humble guy, man. Like, and a lot of people say this about everybody, man, but he, like, probably a month or two ago, he came back to FAMU, like, just getting some treatment done. And he wasn't the guy like, man, I'm in the NFL, like, I got to take care of me. He was just off in the corner doing his thing, man, kind of staying to himself, but still being respectful. Like, when he saw me, every time he see me, he speaks. Yeah. So I can speak highly on his character, man. I'm glad a guy like that is getting the opportunity to be in the NFL because he definitely deserves it.
Yeah. But stop the press, stop the show. You already know. I got my other partner with me. She held from the boot, get the gat. It's the lady of the freestyle read, Miss Robin McGee in this thing.
Robin.
Hey, y'all. So sorry for my tardiness. Girl was out here living her best life, but
Can I ask you a question?
Of course.
Did you come back from Africa? Because you look like you got the little.
You see me?
African.
You see I look like the mother man. Come on now. No, listen. No, I didn't come back from Africa, but I did go to Europe. And guys,
That's
it
what
was
I thought.
yeah. I went to Europe with my parents. First of all, traveling with your parents is top tier. It's great. But I went there. Summer was great, but yeah, I said I gotta see my guys. How y'all doing?
Doing good. Doing
Jerry,
good.
I ain't seen you in a minute because me and
Yeah.
Ron been kicking it, but I haven't seen you. What's going on?
I was about to say, Rob, I feel like it's been like 2 years since I've talked to you.
Not 2 years. Probably like 2 months for sure.
Yeah.
If y'all don't know, Robin is one of my most favorite people on this earth. Like at least top 5. She's up there for me. So
Thanks.
every time I see Rod, I just be smiling every time.
Thanks.
One thing about Ron, she gonna tell the truth.
Especially in this profession. Oh gosh, I'm learning so much in this field. But let me tell you something. I'm very excited. This is a new year for us. What year are we on, Ron?
We on year 4.
4. I think
We're
it's
seniors?
4.
We started with Dion. That was 2 years. Willie Simmons won that one.
Yeah.
So we on year 4.
We started in COVID?
Yeah. I thought so.
Hold on. Did we start in COVID?
Did we start in 2021?
I thought it was 21.
Maybe it was 21.
This may be our
So
third
this
year.
is year 3.
Yeah.
Okay, year 3.
I'm tripping. Yeah, year 3. We didn't start.
Look, me and Ron, we was like this because I thought we started.
But this is going into our 4th year. Because 21, 22.
Yeah.
23,
Yeah. So, so, most people don't rock that long.
You be seeing a lot of, especially like the podcasts, because everybody want to do a podcast nowadays. Mm-hmm. They are not lasting like they used to.
Usually somebody go off there and won't come back to the show.
Correct.
Somebody do off here and won't come back to the show. But
Correct.
I can stand a testament for you, Robin. You've been doing 2 shows.
2, and I gotta get back to my girl. Shout out to my girl Akila.
Yeah, she got a little Scotty-O.
Yes, that's my god baby, y'all. I'm a god mom for 2 now. My god baby Deuce. So, but yeah, excited to be here. I'm ready. Ron, what's going on? What's the topics?
Sure. Well, I had the whole one topic back, but right now we definitely on the HBCU NFL talent, young talent. So yeah, we was just talking about Terrell Jennings. Like he's been outstanding this whole camp. Like Jerry said, he was like one of his favorite backs at FAMU. I know this past week, the first preseason game, he did a couple of runs. He did good. He played against the Carolina Panthers. This next game, I forgot who they played. He did some key blocks. Huh?
Was it the Jets? No, the Colts.
Yes, it was Jets.
Or was it Colts?
It was Jets. It was the Jets. He picked up some key blocks, helped out the quarterback because Jerry, I ain't even gonna lie. One of them blocks, I would have missed. Yeah. One. If you know what block I'm talking about, I make him pull it up. But like one of them blocks, Jerry, I ain't gonna lie to you. I would have missed it.
Yeah. So, he's doing really good, man. I'm actually really proud of him, man. I know, like as far as his roster spots, like they got Ramondre Stevenson, they got Gibson, which are 2 both established guys in the league. I think they got Jamal. What's his last name? Jamal Jamakal. He's pretty hasty. He's pretty good. But I'm hoping that they can keep him a roster spot, man, because he's playing good ball for them. If not, at least on the practice squad, that way he can develop. I don't know if you know, but people like when they're younger, they get time on the practice squad, so to develop. So it's kind of like getting redshirt almost. But I think if he can get that roster spot or even on the practice squad, it'd be a great move for them.
Sure. Let me see if I can. Go ahead, Robin. Let me see if I can pull this up right quick.
No, I was just gonna ask. So, and from y'all's perspective, because you guys know a little bit more about this more than me. Do we have some of the players that we know are probably going to have maybe more of a guaranteed spot, because that's always a conversation of, HBCU football players that are coming into this position of kind of transitioning into professional, and where do they stand? Are they going to stay on the practice squad, or are they going to stay in training, or are they actually going to, put in some counts in, as we've seen, in the past? But is there any particular players that you guys know of that probably going to have a guaranteed spot this season?
Yeah, there's a couple guys.
Yeah, guaranteed. We all know Bell. Bell got the guaranteed spot off rip.
Yeah.
James Houston still got his guaranteed spot off rip. Young boy from the Chiefs that won the Super Bowl. I forgot his Jerry. I think you know his name. Williams.
You're talking about Joshua Williams.
Yeah, Joshua Williams definitely got a guaranteed spot. Somebody that's hopeful. X-Man. I mean, he did pretty good his last preseason game. So hopefully, he get a guaranteed spot. I'm pretty sure many more out there that I can probably recall if I have to look. But I think every year it's getting more and more.
Yeah.
And that's what I've been noticing too. Like every year, all the HBCU players are getting more and more shine.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's ones that are outside of like the known, because you got Javon Hargrave, he's one of the best. You got Tyus Howard, Terrence Armstead. I think he played for Miami. Yeah. Those guys have been, in the league for a while. I'm trying to see what's going on with James Houston. I know he's still at Detroit. I think he'll have a big shot because he did well last year.
Yeah, he definitely did well.
The Panthers, they got a guy, Ricky Lee. He's from A&T. They got a guy from Division II school, cornerback, something Drew. I can't think of his last name. He's doing decent. I don't know if he might be the practice squad guy because he's a rookie. The Kobe Durant, he had a great year last year.
Definitely.
Yeah. I think Shaq Leonard. I don't know, like he had a rough year, but he's still gonna be on a roster somewhere. But he didn't do as well as other years he had. Let me think. I think the boy from Fort Valley State that went to Green Bay. I want to see how he's doing.
Oh yeah. The runner. You talking about the running back?
Emmanuel Wilson. Emmanuel Wilson.
Yeah. I know.
I don't know if he's still there.
But he shined. He balled out last preseason.
Yeah, he did. But that's what I'm saying. I ain't heard nothing from him, so I don't know what's going on. I think he might have signed a contract though.
I think he got picked up last year as a practice player, but that was it. I don't know about this year. I gotta look at Green Bay roster to see again. I think they play this coming up week, so I have to really watch their game to see if they still have him. So this their first week playing because I was looking at a couple of games.
So I'm looking at the roster now. They actually got 2 HBCU running backs. They got Wilson. He had a touchdown last game. Okay. He had a pretty good game, though. Unless this is just the whole. He had 13 carries for 60 yards and a touchdown. That ain't bad.
That ain't bad. Robert Shaq Davis still with the Saints, so maybe he get it. Maybe
I did.
Yeah, maybe he get it. You know what I'm saying? But Jerry, Robin, I want you to watch this play. This is our boy Terrell Jennings. He's right there, number 29. I want you to watch this play because I ain't gonna lie. I told Jerry I wouldn't even pick up this play. The quarterback would have got hit. I ain't gonna lie. So watch this. This is elite talent blocking from the running back position.
Blitz right up the middle. Again, Jennings scans back, picks him up. Zappy slides out. Blitz.
Robin, that was some last second stuff.
Why he act like he on O-line? What's going on?
But Jerry, since you play running back, tell me how difficult that is, because that's like when I saw that, I was like, bro, that's very difficult because that's a delay blitz. He reading the linebacker's really reading the defensive line to where to go. So
when was this?
This was the last game.
Game.
Okay.
Yeah. So game. This is a highly difficult block. For one thing, this is a check, like you're checking. So when you see the ball snap and he goes to the outside, he's already checked and he didn't see a linebacker blitz. So now his eyes are either sometimes you can go check and go to a route or check and go, to something else. But then he sees the linebacker blitz late. So for him to have the ability, the speed, the
Man,
agility,
he moved laterally
yes,
such at a quick
right,
rate because he
and
was on
not
the other side.
right, and not to step on the offensive lineman's foot is extremely hard.
Yeah,
Right
that's
there,
crazy. Yeah,
yeah, and he didn't get knocked on his ass. Like, he
No, and the
stood his ground.
quarterback found that little pocket that he left for real.
Yeah, so I mean that's extremely hard to do. It
Woo.
takes a lot of athleticism, it takes a lot of strength, a lot of footwork. So that's really a great block. I don't see a lot of people making that type of block that are in the NFL today. Like once you got to think, once you check, I don't see anybody coming. My eyes are now going to what my next step is. That's what most people do. But for him to have the peripheral vision to say, "Oh, I see somebody coming from my right side of my eye, I'm gonna check back." It takes a lot, man. That's huge.
So I have a question. Do we feel like, because of course every year we talk about like what it looks like for HBCU athletes to get drafted, right? And we always come up with like this list of prospective athletes that we know have the ability, have the desire, and have the athleticism to be in those spaces to actually get drafted. But oftentimes we are not faced with that reality, unfortunately. So do we think that, like, as we are naming off all of these athletes that are currently and clearly, capable of, being on these professional teams, do we ever see a shift of that actually being taken seriously when it comes to the draft? Or are we still going to have many more years of this conversation? Okay, they won't get drafted in, during the rounds, they'll be undrafted or whatever, free agent, and then get picked up. And then they got to show themselves 200% just for them to already be in the position that they could have been in just by being drafted. You know what I'm saying? Like, what do y'all think?
Jerry, I'm gonna let you go, Jerry. I'm gonna let you go.
Unfortunately, HBCU football as a whole, their conferences isn't seen to be strong. There's not like they say, oh, these are all powerhouse in the institutions. We have, our powerhouse schools, the Jackson States, the FAMUs, people that are actually schools that are actually doing well and have good records that could win games in the playoffs. But I think what we've seen at institutions like A&T, institutions like Hampton, that's really what we will have to do in order to get the respect at our individual HBCUs, because they're not going to respect us as a whole.
Yeah.
That's really how I view it. I don't know how true that is, but if you look at how our HBCU schools are doing in those conferences, they're not really excelling that well. But I think it's a bigger issue of why they're not excelling. But I don't think it's going to happen until we divide ourselves and mix and mingle, as you'll say.
Right.
EWI ourselves, which is terrible.
Yeah. With me, I actually talked to somebody from the Buccaneers that does talent evaluation and coaching to young NFL players for outside purposes, as far as like finances and how to set your money up and live life as an NFL player and all this other stuff. He said the people upstairs want the big college name. They don't even care about the player. They don't even care about, if this person, they want something that looks good on TV, that looks good on paper.
Yeah.
That's what's going to bring the crowd in. It could be somebody from, like he said, it doesn't matter if he gets somebody from North Dakota State. He said they rather see that Alabama player on the field because that's what the ownership wants.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, like the owners have to change, because that's who really, coming down with, I want this player, I want that player, I want this player, I want that player. So like the ownership has to let let the president run the day by day, the president of operations for the team, let him run the day by day. So he can pick his own players, and him and the coach can pick their own individual players. So once I think that starts to happen, then you'll probably get people drafted. I'm not saying early draft. I'm saying like 5 through 7.
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of what I asked for. I know other people have really high hopes, but
Yeah.
like that's what I asked for, just 5 through 7. Because some of the talent they be picking up, them players ain't even played like 1 year, and they be having the same amount of catches as Xavier Smith, and he played all 4 years, and he'd be like, only because he went to Clemson, that's why he got drafted.
Right. No, that's fair. Because
Yeah.
I'm looking at it from the perspective of like, okay, we can name off all these statistics and have proof, and like you just showed me, like that's elite level. How y'all described it, really elite level athleticism, and like you kind of just got here, like so it's. I don't know. I just feel like people are not really taking it as seriously as they should. You know what I'm saying? Like, granted, we already understand, like Jerry, as you explained, we probably gonna have to jump through hoops and try to be systematic on how we be able to get ourselves noticed. But I just feel like we doing a lot of extra stuff that is not necessary. Like we have to, we know that, but it's like, okay, like be for real. Like we in 2024, like that could have, okay, cool, 90s, 80s, okay, but 24, like come on.
Yeah. It's very unfortunate. I mean, it's almost like how the job market, some people like, well, how not job market, but how some people view like HBCUs as a whole.
Yeah.
Well, PWIs are better anyway.
Right.
So we're gonna have to really, right. But we got a lot of athletes at HBCUs that deserve to be in the league.
Yeah.
And the only thing that's really holding us back is the government. Like, we need to get the money they be getting. We're state funded schools. Like that's
let's not talk about how these universities, these land use universities, Moral Act 1892, I think, 1891. Yeah, I wrote a whole paper on it. How, like you said, Ron, some of these universities are entitled. When we talk about HBCUs, historically Black, hard K universities that are entitled to money that is supposed to come from the government. And I'm just sitting here like, y'all know y'all wrong, right? Like y'all see what we see. Crazy. But that's a whole different topic for another day. You know what I'm saying? We can go on there.
And that's why the money is the reason why our institutions, when they go to different conferences, a lot of times they're not able to hang. Like, you know, you look at A&T, when they was in the MEAC, they was winning Celebration Bowls back to back. So they moved to the CAA. Now they're struggling. Now they're winning 5-6 games. I mean, they're on the come up now, but they don't have the facilities that, you know, the Campbell has. They don't have the facilities that, you know, that Tolson has. Like, they're just making it do what they got.
Yeah.
You know, so if we were able to be on the same level playing field financially, we would be blowing them out of the water every year.
Oh, and they're so scared.
Yeah,
they do not want that. They do not want that problem.
That's really what it is. That they're scared. Like, it's no ends up or buts water. Like, they're scared. They were scared of Dion. Oh, he's taking all my talent. Like, well, your ass get out there and find some more talent. Then, if it's that serious, like, come on.
But you want to know something that I think that the NCAA passed that hurts us a lot? NIL. It hurts HBCUs.
You know,
anything.
But Jerry Robin, let me say this. We got all these Black people in high places. You mean to tell me all these Black people in these high places can't pull a couple of thousand out their pocket to get to some of these athletes to make the school? I'm just saying, I know that's a big deal, but like, come on.
You know, I'm glad you mentioned that, Ron, my good Black brother, because I said something very similar on the not even on the NIL piece of it, but just in general of how we do have Black bodies in specific environments and experiences and positions of power. And when I say power, I mean so more financial power, not necessarily hierarchy, who could give back, right? and are choosing not to for whatever reason. Maybe they didn't think about it, or maybe they did and they said, no, I don't know what the situation is. But to your point, Jerry, because I believe that it depends on how you go about NILs that are either going to make or break your university or whatever your marketing plan is, because it's a business. Now that we are involving these contractual agreements with multi-million-dollar industries that are looking into individual athletes, you know what I'm saying, who may come from, you know, financial literacy and who may not, most likely not, especially when we're dealing with, you know, unfortunately and statistically, our HBCU athletes, that's where you become a vulnerable position for the university. And I think to your point, Jerry, I think that's why it's sometimes hard for HBCUs to buy into it, not because that they can't, but I feel like generally they don't know where to start, right? Like I feel like, one, you need to be educating your athletes point blank, period. If you have someone that is having the desire to have some type of contractual agreement with whatever, because you don't have to go professional to have an NIL deal. Let's just start there. Like you have your NIL deal now because of the rules and regulations while you're in college and what you are doing in college. But because we are so kind of far behind when it comes to situations like that, I feel like that's why our HBCUs are not in a better stance of what they could be, but they can be if they were to outsource and start educating within their own programs instead of just leaving their athletes off to go and fend for themselves or try to do things on their own. And then they come back and they just want to crack down and have rules and regulations on what to do and what not to do. By that point, they've already created whatever contract and already agreement. So now they got to go back and switch some things. So I don't know. I think we can. I think HBCUs are definitely in the ballpark to be able to compete with, you know, our PWI counterparts and whatever. But we got to do better with creating a stronger foundation. We have to. Like, that is imperative when we're dealing with NILs and we're dealing with our athletes that are vulnerable to whatever agreements that they're signing and things like that. And then it hurts the university sometimes because now all the athletes are looking for is money. How much you gonna be able to secure for me or guarantee, or what kind of university are you, so that other businesses can look at, like, it's a rabbit hole of issues. But that's
I mean, from my experience, NIL as a whole, like, that's a separate position in compliance by itself. Institutions like Alabama, North Carolina, you know, all these, Texas, they have somebody that is in charge of just NIL. Like, that is their whole job.
That sound like me right here.
To manage NIL. Like, if you look at the universities, I think Texas, all of their football players get Lamborghinis. Yeah. Like, that is a part of the NIL contract.
I need that.
It's people at Colorado State, a quarterback. He was like, yeah, my agent told me if I would have gotten to the portal, I would have got $600,000. You know what I'm saying? Like, these numbers are numbers that our people at our school.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, jump your ass in the portal.
I would have left.
What? They said what?
And he didn't leave. This is what I'm saying.
They said they will give him $600,000.
Yes.
Who? The university or a business?
Oh, the player.
No. I'm saying who is giving the money?
Oh, I don't know.
Okay.
The university, like, what they're doing now, the university already has an NIL lined up for their players.
Okay.
We talk.
I thought you said the university. I said wait.
Pablo Escobar money.
But hold on. Check this. Now the NCAA passed a rule that the college can pay the players by themselves. It don't have to be a
yes.
Yeah.
So I mean, NIL.
That's really why I clarified, because I know that's the rule that you can allow for universities to pay their players now.
Right, and that's something that's never happened. Pay for play has never been a college thing. So amateurism as a whole is out the window. And for us, we cannot compete with it.
I just spoke about that. You know what? It's interesting though, guys. Literally just wrote a paper of this. I'm about to be a nerd. But the concept of amateurism, as it has been provided with research, Don't quote me or quote me. It's fine. But the concept of amateurism has drastically shifted as when it started, because we think where we are today is amateurism is you're not paid, when that's really not the case. Amateurism was based on your skill level. You are an amateur regardless of whether you are paid or not, based on how skillful you are. So when you think of professional, you're thinking of the highest level because you have more experience to be at that level, right? But because NCAA and their governing body, which I'm not going to talk mess about them, but honestly, it's rooted in systemic ways to decrease. I'm being very political right now because we're live, but they've used ways to decrease how people in certain backgrounds excel in their sport. So to not throw the race card, but a lot of those people were Black. Call a spade a spade. And so you have now these rules of amateurism of like, oh, okay, because we were excelling in everything, y'all. So what do you do with people who are excelling in everything? You create rules so that they cannot excel. You know, and those rules were fundamentally created not because of their skill, which is what amateurism truly is when you think about it. Like, let's think about Apollo, amateur night at the Apollo. Those were likely people who don't have no record deal. They're trying to make it. It's not about their talent. It's just where they are in their experience, right? You can still get paid as an amateur. So now we have this whole conversation of amateurism and, you know, oh, it's because they're getting paid and versus not getting paid. But now that shifted, yeah, it shouldn't have been an issue before. If y'all are benefiting from my talent, regardless of how old I am, or regardless of where I am in school, you are no longer an amateur, baby.
Yeah.
You can be a professional college athlete. If we really want to call it what it's supposed to be, you're a professional college athlete.
That's what it is now.
We didn't want to ever say that. That's really what it is now. And so if people would start thinking like that, especially of our HBCUs, really, and the people in those HBCUs, like our senior women administrators, our athletic directors, our coaches, just across the way, I think they would fare out better. But a lot of people, unfortunately, are still in this traditionalistic, very much so, oh, we got to stick to this way so that we won't, you know, I don't know. Maybe they're just trying to not ruffle feathers. I don't know what the situation is, but they need to think outside the box because the time and the money is being made.
They have to, because, you know, me being in a place where I'm putting every player into the transfer portal that has left FAMU for the past 2 years, I've seen players saying, yo, they about to give me 50K. I'm about to leave.
Yeah.
What? You getting paid what, you know, people and working my office getting paid.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's happening everywhere.
And as quick as they give it, they quicker to get and to take it away. They quicker to take it away. You were as good as the last good thing that you did. And our athletes need to know that. That's what our athletes need to realize. Okay, that money cute now. Don't let your little behind get hurt. Now everybody, oh, we are not renewing this. Oh, we are not renewing. What?
Yeah.
Y'all not signing no 3 to 5 year contracts.
That's why y'all need to take an insurance policy out on your ass.
No. Yeah. I mean, hey, Ron, you're not wrong. You know.
Well, my son started. My son, I'm putting an insurance policy on their ass. The minute they play sports.
You talking about you giving life insurance? What you doing?
Injury insurance.
You gotta do health. You gotta do life.
You gotta do all that.
Liability.
Yeah.
But my kid's gonna be in good hands. State Farm.
Look.
But the point I'm making though, y'all, is all of our stars, like in the future, this is what I'm predicting. All of our stars, each star that we're gonna get, they're gonna leave. If we don't catch up NIL, they're gonna leave, right?
No, absolutely. I concur with that.
But like this is my thing with that. Like I said, we got people in high places that can start a fund that can pay almost every athlete at FAMU. Like, to be honest with you, like the amount of celebrity impact we have at that school, it shouldn't be where we're lacking of that. Like
Yeah.
every athlete should be getting paid some type of stipend, some type of something. You understand. Like at the end of the day, if your statistics outbeat your counterpart, then yes, you should get paid more. Yes,
Yeah.
if your product on the field is outweighing your counterparts, yes, you should get more money. But then that shouldn't deter the other person. That should be like, oh, I need to work harder. I need to grind harder. So if
Right.
you get paid, I need to get paid too. Like, shoot,
Yeah.
I ain't trying to count pockets, but I know you get paid a little bit more than me because you put work out there. So I need to put some work out there.
Yeah.
So I feel like this. I told somebody this the other day. I was like, it would be cool if everybody that's a student athlete would get a stipend. In the beginning of the year, you have your starting stipend if you're a freshman athlete. Then,
Are you talking about HBCUs?
just in general?
Because some schools do that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So in general, like for all the landscape, the schools need to pay their athlete a stipend, and that's the starting stipend you come with a freshman. And if you're growing in popularity, if you're growing on and off the field, then that stipend should go up.
So, but here's the issue with that. Why do they need a stipend?
Why do they need a stipend? So it will take away the NIL.
Okay. But let's compare that to, let's say myself. I wasn't a student athlete, right?
Mhm.
Let's say I come in with, I don't know, like stellar grades. Like my academics is providing to me. Do I get a stipend?
You do, because you have, if you're an A student, you get scholarship and you get a refund check. So you, in a way, kind of get something.
But my refund check is a loan. That's not a stipend. Because a stipend, you don't pay back. Stipend is like a grant. That's what the money that they provide to you that you are not responsible to pay back. So that's where the issue, that gray area of like, okay, we're putting these provisions in place for our athletes. We have to make it make sense. You know what I'm saying?
Got you. But at the end of the day, Robin, they're doing, like, even though you may be studying more, you may be, in your books more, but they're physically exalting their body for the school.
Okay.
At the end of the day, most of these sports, not all, some female and males are putting their life on the line.
Okay.
One bad thing can end their whole career, and they'll never be heard of again.
Okay. But isn't that not a choice?
That is a choice.
No?
And that's what it's a choice. And Robin, it's a choice on what school you pick too. So if you want to pick that school that was giving you less money, and this other school that's giving you more money, and you had a full ride, and you have some left over to spend on that full ride, and you choose the other school, that is your decision at the end of the day. To pick that other school that didn't give you that full scholarship, and now you got to take some loan money out, and it's just like that.
Okay. I'm following what you're putting down. I'm just like, when we start to generalize athletes as if they are hierarchical, when we're thinking about why we're like, what is the stipend for? Is it because they don't have the time to work as a normal, student? You know what I'm saying? Is it because they don't have the means to work because they have their time and management and whatever? Or it's because of who they are as an athlete, what accomplishments they've had. Like, that has to be determinative on how we justify what money we give to these students. Because I know some student athletes that don't deserve anything. You ain't did nothing. You ain't touched not ball. You wasn't in the play. You know what I'm saying? The most you gonna get is apparel, and I don't think you need that. I know some student athletes that are better.
And Robin, and that's why I said that everybody should start off the same, and then it should grow the more and more statistically you do on the field. if you're doing statistically on the field phenomenal, then you should get more. You should get you like your mom said. Oh, you clean your room, you took out the trash. I ain't even had to go tell you to do
So
stuff.
it's the incentive.
We gonna get
mama ain't say
get
that,
something
dog.
to eat. You get to pick the restaurant this time.
My mama ain't say that, dog. You better do all that.
Every household is definitely different. Jerry.
You better do all that.
Jerry, it was fair. It was fair and little, but when that happened, I took advantage of it.
I know that's right. Ron
Yeah.
said, "I get to do what?" Oh,
You better get good grades and all that.
Jerry, that means I must have been doing it for about 3 months. And my mom ain't, you know what I'm saying? Mom ain't really said nothing to me. I ain't got no whooping.
Yeah, dog.
I've been doing a good job. She ain't yelled at me for grades. It's like, you know what? You been good. You know, you been good for a long time. I need a reward you.
Yeah, nah. They said my allowance was me allowing to be there. Word for word. You won't see me laughing. That's what I was told.
That's what a black parent was saying too. That's what a black parent was saying too.
What they said, word for word, bar for bar.
Because I know my mama said all I just gotta do is feed you and take you to school and clothe you. I ain't gotta do nothing else.
I ain't gotta do nothing else.
Shoot, I ain't got all this other stuff. I get it because you want it, and you know I want to make a good life for you. But all I can do is just feed you, clothe you, and take your ass to school.
I know that's right.
Sure. Right, but Robin, you know you kind of came. What you been up to the past couple of weeks? I know you. The last show was like two weeks ago. I think it was 2 weeks ago. Yeah.
It was 2 weeks ago. We've been doing pretty good. Like I said, I went to Europe. That was amazing. Okay. I was actually in Paris during the Olympics. We wanted to go to a game, but unfortunately we weren't able to make it because of the whole train situation. Yeah. So that kind of put a damper in it. Yeah, it was. We were gonna go to the women's basketball game, their first win. So that would have been exciting, but we still got to watch it. And then outside of that, preparing to go to school, huh?
That's a flex. Nobody, I don't know. No, I don't know anybody else who went to Paris for Olympics.
Listen, it was a good time. It went like shout out to our travel agent, Shakita Jenkins. She was amazing.
Oh, what's her name? Hold on, you need to sing.
I'm gonna send her information, y'all. She's great.
Hey man, hold on. Right. She got a travel agent, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
What?
She's real.
Wait, no. Listen.
Somebody on here want to travel agent.
Wait, y'all. Okay, first of all, it was one of my friends had introduced me to Miss Shakita because she did her birthday trip, my best friend. And I wasn't able to go on the birthday trip. So I was just like, oh, I have a trip coming up. I'm going to need some help. My homegirl was like, girl, call Shakita. So that's really how it happened. It wasn't like no whole big ordeal where I had to search for it. Like it was really word of mouth. So I'm going to just share the wealth how it was shared with me.
Oh, okay. So hold on. Public service, Miss Shakita, wherever the world you at, the pre-snap read need to be at the Celebration Bowl this year. I don't know how you going to do it.
I will tell her. I will let her know.
To go to Atlanta? Bro, what are you talking about?
I don't know.
Bro, what are you talking about?
No. But wait, Jerry.
We don't know about.
Jerry. But wait. And to Ron's point, Shakita did her thing because even if it's out of the country, in the country, whatever, like she just gets the deals. Like all of the things that we purchased, like when I tried to do it by myself, it did not work. So I'll say, look, we making a little hotel deal. You know what I'm saying?
I believe it.
Right.
Yeah, but she may pull a rabbit out of her hat, and we be like, how you get this?
Yeah.
Who, what, when, where, and why? And
she was great.
So Miss Shakita, if you can do that for us, because we used to pre-snap read, if you bring your services to me, I'm gonna put it on the platform. Miss Shakita, travel agent, whatever your travel agent thing, you know what I'm saying? We gonna get that straightened out, Miss Shakita. We're gonna get that straightened out.
Now we're gonna get that straightened out.
But Robert and Jerry, talk about a travel agent. Somebody gonna need a travel agent pretty soon.
I'm not
Who's gonna need
smiling.
a travel agent 22?
Ooh, somebody gonna need a
Who?
travel agent pretty soon.
Who?
Cause it's been a long time coming, and I knew a change gonna come.
It is,
Oh yes, it is.
and it will.
It's been too hard to live in,
Okay.
but I'm afraid to die.
We're
I don't
losing
know what's up
listeners
there.
by the minute.
I know it's gonna be somewhere
Up there,
beyond the sky.
beyond the sky. Yes, hallelujah.
But it's been a long time coming.
I don't
Robin,
know.
it's been a long time coming. The highs of the 7 hills. It's been
Got
a
it.
long time coming for this, boy. It's been a long time coming. The AD gone.
Oh wow.
I knew that was
No.
coming. I'll talk to y'all.
He's still on there.
The AD gone.
I mean, I'm not surprised.
I ain't surprised either.
I'm not surprised at all. I told y'all as soon as I would have been not even surprised. No. It was surprising that Larry went before her. That's
Oh, and he had to go.
well, I know he did. No.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I know he did, but the order of events, I just thought that she was going to make her move first. But I'm not surprised.
Oh, you
What
thought
was
she was gonna leave? That what you saying?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
She
And I truly loved the woman. I thought she was great. I thought she had some great visions. I know that she did not connect very well, but I also don't think that she had the best starting point. I think her starting point, and this is a plethora of different reasons. I'm not even blaming it on anybody, but I think how really her foundation was not as strong as it should have been. And then when everything kind of just came into it, I just felt like it fell apart. Like I think the last straw was the little tiff with the sponsorship lady at the game or whatever, whenever that happened. Because she was already under fire because the alumni is just like, we don't want you, you know. And then you already had the stuff with Willie, you know, when he went to Duke, it was like, oh my God, you didn't do your job. So it was
Still mad.
and yeah, clearly.
man,
So yeah,
I got a
it's
whole
unfortunate, but on to bigger and better things for that woman.
Since I no longer work for FAMU, I can really speak to working for her and what it's like. She had amazing visions for FAMU. She, like, if you look at the things that she's done, y'all remember when Obama became president? The stuff that he inherited.
2008, absolutely. Yes.
So this is the same type of information. We were in debt of millions of dollars.
Yes.
When was the last time we had a football championship? Who knows? Last time we had track championship, who knows? Our track team was in shambles. APR was in shambles in track with football. Basketball was in shambles. Basketball's getting better, but it was in shambles for a little bit of time too. But like, if you look at what she did, like when she came in, we had 26 players eligible going to Carolina. That next year, every single one of our athletes that we certified was eligible. I've never seen a school do that. Never seen a school do that. Like everybody that we certified was eligible. So when you certify everybody, now your APR is higher. So now you can get everything that you need for your scholarships. Now is the first time in years we've been off of, of probation. We've been on probation since 2017. We had 9 years. We almost had a decade of probation. She got us out off of probation. She got our APR for football up. She got our APR for track up. She got our APR for basketball up. Like, we're out of all the issues that she was hired for. Because we had compliance issues, so she was hired for that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't know. People don't appreciate stuff until it's gone. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to, talk nice about her. I don't work for her anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So really how the situation was held, me being a rapper myself, I hated it. I hated how they treated AD. I ain't gonna lie to you. I hated it.
Yeah.
I don't think she deserved it. I mean, of course, she got tired of, how people were treating her. Like, the situation with the donor, I mean, if somebody put their hands on me, I probably want to fight them too.
That's true.
Hey, but this is my thing, Jerry. At the end of the day, I know Robin say this a lot. I forgot what quote. You see the Romans do as the Romans do.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, not necessarily like, oh, if I see somebody jump off the cliff, I'm gonna jump off. But like, you see the landscape of FAMU when you came in. I can understand the APR was down. I can understand, we've been
down.
Huh?
You know, we had the lowest APR score in Division I football.
I know that, but what I'm saying is I know it was down.
Down.
Let him finish.
And that's what we was at. We was like, man, we was down there, boy.
Sure, but but and again, like Robin, you say she inherited a lot of like kind of bad things, but at the end of the day, she inherited FAMU.
I mean, she did.
You inherited an alumni base that's passionate about their school. You inherited an alumni base that would travel. You inherited the alumni base that would do any and everything for their school. And for me, as an alumni, all you had to do was come down to the people, talk to the people, be with the people. Obama didn't win the election because he was out there campaigning off, out these big coliseums. He went to the barbershops. He went to the beauty salons. He went to the churches.
And you felt like she didn't do that.
I feel like she didn't connect to the people, like, because if you're getting like, okay, Jerry, just point example. Somebody pull up the tailgate. They bought a whole bunch of stuff, and now you telling me that last week I was tailgating, like last year I was tailgating in this area, and I pull up calling a whole bunch of stuff to put on this spot that I paid for, and now I can't do it no more, and you didn't notice, you didn't give like a notice to somebody, you didn't tell us in the beginning of the year, you like people already paid for stuff. Like, that's something you have to tell the people. That's something like you have to get down off your chair and talk to the people. What do you want? What can I do to help you guys to make FAMU better? Like, I feel like she didn't talk to the right people, because if she would have talked to the right people, then things wouldn't have been so conflicting as they are when she was there.
Yeah, I mean, definitely, I'm not saying she's perfect. You know, mistakes are made by all ADs. Everybody in life makes mistakes. But for you to say that she's not talking to people, I know, because every Wednesday, I try to go meet with her and talk to her about something, and she has to go to the 220 club and meet with them every Wednesday. Like, she's going places throughout the week that nobody knows about unless you're in there. Like, I know at least 3-4 times a week she don't be in the office because she out there trying to talk with people and get
but Jared, this is what I'm saying. That's the 220 club. Like, I'm talking about people that's out tailgating. I'm talking about people that paid their hard-earned dollars for homecoming that she probably won't see until next homecoming. I'm talking about those people. I'm not talking about the 220 club, most of them people that live in Tallahassee. I'm talking about the people that's coming far and wide, that's coming to this school, that's paying their money to see FAMU football, or to see FAMU basketball, or to see this.
So where is a place that you wanted her to go? Like what like, cause you saying not in Tallahassee?
I'm talking about talking to the people, bro. That's all. It's not going anywhere. It's literally talking to the people, make the people feel important. From what I hear, she's not making the alumni that's voicing their opinion feel important.
Yeah. I mean, she may not have made them feel important, but I can't speak on their opinion of how they feel. But I can speak on, her traveling. Because, just in May, they went on a strike tour. Tampa, they went to Dallas. They went out to state a couple times, dog. Like Detroit. Like, they've been going to D.C., like Jacksonville. It's places everywhere that they went for months, like for a long time. Atlanta, like the hot spots of, where Rattlers are. but they might not have received it well. Like they might not have, like what she had to say or what stuff like that. But she was there. That's my opinion. We all have our own opinion.
But Jerry, that was inherited. That strike tour was inherited. That strike tour wasn't her like, okay, I made this up. Cause
Wait, why you say that?
Cause the strike tour been going on before she came.
Yeah, but I'm saying like you said she not going no place. Like what else? Like I don't know.
When I say going to talk to the small people, I'm not talking about the big money donors are the big people. Yes, they're giving money. I'm talking about that person that's coming to homecoming, that's spending all their money, that has a say or I want to give money to the athletics, but you're not hearing that person because I'm big, I'm bad. I ain't gonna say big and bad, but I'm not gonna listen to what the alumni want. Because the alumni is a whole, it's just not 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 or 5 people. Just like the situation with Sterling. The internet went on an uproar when they heard, the public service announcer is not going to be announcing the games no more. If I were the AD and I did that move, I'd have been like, okay, then, like, they really care about this person. Like, if you going all out for a person like this, I need to meet this person. I need to know what this person is about. Because if more than hundreds of people saying don't let him go, then and I'm still going to keep going on and doing what I'm doing. Mm-hmm. What does that tell about you? You're not even going to stop and have a conversation with the person that everybody's backing. Like you didn't hear one bad thing about the dude.
Yeah, I agree with that. But you also got to keep in mind at what point in stage was their relationship. Like, when did people back her? Like, when did people ever say, "Oh, I'm gonna let her do her job and name who she want to name a coach"? Nobody ever let her do her job, bro. So when she had an opportunity to do her job, bro, she's gonna take full advantage. Y'all get what I'm saying? We never named the coach.
But Jerry, let me ask you this: do you think I understand this may be apples to oranges, or this may be I understand like a bigger school? Do you think the athletic director named the new coach of Alabama, or the alumni named the new coach for Alabama?
It depends on who you ask, dog. I've seen people that ain't like the coach. A lot of people ain't like the coach.
Okay.
I personally ain't think that was a good hire. You think it was a good hire?
I think a lot of big. This is what I think, and I kind of know. A lot of big money donors wanted that person in there, and they got who they want in there from the alumni, not the AD. Because if it was somebody they didn't want, the alumni would have been in the uproar for Alabama.
I've seen people in uproar about it. A lot of people were saying they should have hired internally, like how they said we should have. How you going on this winning tour, winning back to back to back? How is nobody internally ready to coach? I've seen that a lot.
But that's from Nick Saban tree, though. You know he from Nick Saban tree, right?
Yeah. But I'm saying like that's already there.
Yeah. But Robin, you got anything to say? Because you very good.
Because y'all know I started off with my little 2 cents. But my thing is this. I piggyback off of Jerry when he said she really didn't, and this kind of goes into like why I said with the foundation of how when she got into this position, I don't really think they allowed her to really shine the way that she could have, because she was constantly having to be on defense. If you are, and this is just coming from a human perspective, right? If you are constantly being pushed up against the wall, told that you are not in either whatever you're doing is not making sense, or we disagree, or blah, 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 blah. Like, human nature is going to be like, why am I here? Like, and the pushback that she constantly got for making one move that wasn't among the majority, like, and the majority is very relative because it's what we know. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I feel like it was very consistent of alum, boosters, whatever, versus Sykes. You like I don't know if there was anyone outside of that. Maybe it grew to be, but in the beginning, and I feel like very consistently, even toward the end, it was just that group of people. So to your point, Ron, about going and talking to fans and whatever, if anything, my critique would be, who did you speak to? I have no doubt that AD Sykes at the time spoke to many of people, because I mean, I saw how impersonable she was. She was very much so like, I'm here for y'all. I think the disconnect may have been the people who were pushing her back. And I think maybe she had grown to a spot where I don't want to mess with y'all because y'all not on my side anyway, which arguably could work against you, because you have people like yourself, Ron, which are very valid, because you're looking from the point of view of, hey, what about these people over here? You didn't even talk to them. But I'm also looking from the perspective of Jerry, is like, they not even trying to hear her. So why would you? Why would you put yourself constantly in an environment, in a space where you're not going to be taken seriously, you're not going to be agreed upon, you're not going to be valued, and essentially your voice don't mean shit? So you got to be a strong individual to do that. And I'm not saying she's weak by any means. I just think that she chose her battles in different ways. But unfortunately, that led to her either being pushed out, because I don't know why she left. Is there a reason, or she just upped and
Left.
Fired?
You
I don't know. This is my first time hearing about it. I don't know that.
They resigned her. She had to leave effective.
They made her leave. They fired her.
But no. We gonna call a spade a spade. Was she fired or did she resign?
She was fired because she physically had to leave campus.
Let's look this up.
Was you can look it up. I can tell you what it's gonna say.
Fired, or did she?
I mean,
because this is two different things, y'all. It's two different things.
Well, is being let go fired?
Being let go is fired, but that's what I'm asking. Well, what was the narrative that they put out? That
so
y'all saying two different things right now.
So the let go and fired is the same thing. She had to leave her office immediately of the day that she got the documents.
So what was put out was that she resigned. So what happened? They sent a letter to 14 people to resign. And they had
requested, or they required?
Requested.
A request is a question. But continue.
Right. Correct. So
she had what I'm understanding is, just so I can make certain, she had the ability to say no. Okay, continue. Because if we're going to call a spade, if she got fired, she got fired. But if you're telling me that the young lady received a letter that said, hey, we're going to ask you to quit, but really it's up to you, that's a slap in the face.
That's exactly what it was. We're asking you to quit.
Just fire me. If you don't have the guts and the gall, and that's what I feel like AD Sykes has been dealing with since she got there. They're not going to tell her, oh, we don't like you. Well, the alumni will, because they don't go there. But the alumni was like, we don't, this is your fault. But the people that's above her. Continue.
So, going back, like, the reason why the president was fired first, well, he left because he had to sign off on everything that she put on, like, before it let out. So he had to leave in order for her to get, requested to get fired, but requested to leave. So they requested her to leave. By the end of the day, it was like, I think, like I say, 14 other people that ended up coming back. But that's not what we're talking about here. They ended up telling her, yeah, we want you to, resign by the end of the day. And the reason why it was a request, and like you were saying, you have an option, is because a lot of times people, like in their contracts, it says if you quit, you won't get a certain amount of X bonus amount of money. So instead of us firing you, we're going to ask you to quit. You have an option, but you don't really have an option. And that's really how it went down. They asked her to quit.
You see how you say if people, because I'm very aware with that provision as well after working in higher ed. There is no ramification though for being fired. What your distinction was, either we can ask you to leave or you can quit on your own. But there was no provision of if we fire you, because if we fire you, that's even worse. And fam, you don't want that problem. And that's why I say that is a slap in the face. I wouldn't have said, if I was AD Sykes, I would have said I decline. Do what you got to do. But I think that again, Sykes.
What do you think she said?
Point. Huh?
What do you think she said?
I think she was already, once she got the letter of the request, she was done. And that showed with her decision.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And I think again, once Larry left, because I think Larry was really championing her. I really do.
Yeah, he was.
He really was. And I think that once he left, and I don't know who all her, maybe closer people within like her bosses, so to speak, who they were, but it doesn't seem like she had very many. It seems like she had fewer individuals that were really on her side, and probably within, your department, Jerry, than she did friends. And I think that showed because FAMU's looks like they're trying to cover their ass by having this, oh, we're requesting, and it's really up to the candidate if they want to and they have fire. Call a spade a spade. And that's why I'm like, Sykes had that all throughout. Like, she was just always pushed up against this wall. And granted, hey friend, there were some choice decisions. There were some things that if I was in the same position at AD Sykes, I would have done differently. But I genuinely felt that she got dealt the shorter end of the stick, like you said, Jerry, from past administration. Ron, I agree with you as well, because there have been other people that she could have talked to get on her side. Sure. Because she could have made more friends with the alumni. Well, her problem was that she didn't make the friends that she needed to make in the areas that were not for her. She really needed to work harder with the people who were against her. I think she focused a lot on the people that were for her and championing her, and that's fine. But she didn't do enough of, let me get uncomfortable and get in these spaces where these people don't like me for real, and let me find somebody. Because it didn't have to be her to flip people. She just needed somebody. And I don't think she got that before she left. And it shows.
No. I mean, to me, I feel like, when I say we, I mean FAMU alum. We valued our opinions more than the student athletes' opinions.
Yes.
Because if you look at the opinions of the student athletes that played for an institution ran by, Tiffany Sykes, all of their views have been, she was a great AD.
Mm-hmm.
It's, what's his name?
Loved her.
I can't think of his name. 88 Nixon.
Okay.
He was going on for days. Like, not just the day she got fired, but he was going on for a day. Like, he might still be talking about it right now.
Yeah.
Like, talking about how she cared about them graduating, how she cared about, remodeling things. The last thing she did was, implement that new golf simulator in the golf, like for the golf team. Like, a lot of people are not going to put anything in for a golf team. The golf team just won a national championship. Like, she had to look out for them. But, she cared more about them, the kids, and what, how they felt, them graduating, them getting eligible, them having a good experience, like, more than what than the alumni's opinion.
Yeah.
And I think that might have been a big reason why things didn't work out. Even when it came to like kids transferring, she asked me like to put in, like, for the portal, she was like, can you put in a survey so the kids can, let me know what I need to do better. Like the same thing Ron said she need to do with alumni. She did that with the student athletes. What do I need to do better at this institution to make you want to stay? And I got on the computer, typed it up, and every time a student athlete wants to transfer, they must complete that form. And
this reminds me, Ron, when you were talking about Dr. Robinson and how like that discussion of, even though it's not really his fault about like the stuff, whatever the issue was that he could have done better with. I can't remember exactly what it was. It was somebody got fired or whatever the situation was. But to your point of like, you are in a specific position that you have more attention because of your position. And like AD Sykes, her position, while it is catered to, yeah, man, gone. Late 80s gone. I had to respond to that person. But but it's like it's like Sykes, I feel like, got the attention that she wanted, but it kind of like took a turn because with that attention comes various audiences.
Great responsibility.
Great responsibility. And I think she did a phenomenal job with the community that she was intentionally targeting. But even though she may have intentions, her impact was larger. So you had other people who had something they wanted to say. Because when you really think about it, let's think about it. Do y'all know who the AD is at Alabama?
Nope.
Do y'all know who the AD is at UCLA?
Nope.
LSU. I know.
Nope.
But when you think about these big schools, you know what I'm saying?
I don't want to know the AD.
But no. What's more important is that the AD doesn't want to be known. That AD, if the AD wanted to be known, they would. If they wanted to be in the forefront, they would. And I think, not taking away from HBCUs, I'm highlighting that because I genuinely feel like the culture of HBCU ADs are very much so forefront. They love that. They want to show support, excellence, all of that by being in the front. But because they're now there, they open themselves up to more scrutiny. They open themselves up to more people who may have disagreements about what you're doing and how you're doing it. So when you have that, you got to be ready to take the good with the bad and the ugly and try to spin it and try to figure out how you'll be able to capitalize on it. Not saying you got to make everybody happy, because that's just impractical. But again, I'm not suppressed.
I think it's a hard battle to fight, because if you're not, in the forefront, if you're not in front, if you're not in the pictures, like they're thinking like, oh, why is the AD never taking pictures with the team that just won a national championship? Why is the AD not, with this team at their study hall? Why is the AD not talking to the team at this event? Like, they're gonna start saying more and more stuff. So it's kind of a double-edged sword.
Mm-hmm.
So I think, for me, I think she did a good job of, managing relationships with student athletes,
Mm-hmm.
people that actually people go to college for, like it's for student athletes. But I also think she wasn't really from the jump. We were there. We heard what was said. People didn't like that she was hired. People wanted somebody that was already a rattler. I think we're oftentimes closed-minded to other people coming in.
Yeah, very
if
true.
they don't have anything to do with FAMU, we don't usually want them. They're not from Tallahassee. They ain't got some type of tie to FAMU. We usually don't want them.
Jerry, I can say this. Gaucher went from Tallahassee. He went from FAMU.
Huh?
Courtney Gaucher.
Oh.
He went from Tallahassee. He didn't go to FAMU.
And you think everybody wanted him?
He was from Florida.
I mean, he was from Florida, but like,
that don't count. Find me a Texas, find me a Mississippi, find me a Tennessee, find me a California, find me a Arizona.
No, how many ADs we done had?
I mean, we've been having this problem since way back when. I think probably more than what it has. Well, never mind. He the 19th head coach. To be honest with you, I don't know. I just know as the amount of time I went to FAMU and has graduated, I personally only experienced 3 ADs. That's
3?
it.
You say only 3?
Only 3.
Why you say only? Like, that's not a lot.
Because one was headed out the door already. before I got there. Like he told me like, oh, and I'm pretty sure you kind of knew it too because you was there. He was like, he was kind of headed out the door. So then Ghost Shay came, that happened, and now Tiffany. So that's 3.
I'm so sorry, Ron. That's a lot of people.
Yeah, bro, that's not normal.
I'm not saying that's a good thing, and I'm not saying that's a bad thing.
Okay.
I'm not saying, oh, this is good. I'm not saying, oh, this is like, but at the end of the day, yes, that's a lot. That is a lot. 3 is a lot. But like I said, FAMU been always having this problem. Like,
so here's my thing. If it's
and Robin, this and either it's inside or it's outside.
Okay, thank you. I needed that to be addressed.
Because
like if FAMU went through 3 ADs in the span of what you talking about, like 6-7 years?
No. If we go in that amount of time, we're at 6 ADs.
So like either it's
somewhere something's not right. What is consistent? FAMU. What is equally consistent?
Upper management.
Who on these? They are the upper management. They're the athletic directors. Their boss is the president.
You can kind of say it's the president too.
But we just got a new president. It's clearly not the president. We just got a new president that's pushing that.
I'm talking about Larry. Larry's the last person to sign off things and push the pencil.
But where Larry at?
He gone.
Okay. So it's something. There's something more consistent beyond the people that are coming and going. Who has been consistent this whole time? I have an answer. I just want to know if someone else in the room.
Rob, I love when I give you information and you take exactly what I'm saying and actually say it. I love when you do that. Because I don't be saying it. You just be taking information and putting it all together.
You know, I'm just
so this is my question. And I know you go the alumni. So was the alumni forcing Courtney out? Because I never heard the alumni forcing Courtney out. Inside was forcing
Courtney forced himself.
Courtney didn't deserve to be there. I did because
I think he did good.
Courtney. No, Courtney didn't. I didn't say he wasn't good at his job. I said Courtney didn't deserve to be there because I think he took advantage of the things he did well, and that's all he cared about. I don't genuinely think that man, at least from my perspective, and I saw how he was moving because of the way that he left it. Like, if you truly cared about the program, not just your excellence, not just your achievements, not what you did well, but if you truly cared about the program and the success of it, I wouldn't have moved like Courtney did. And I don't think Courtney cared. And so that's why I said I don't think he deserved to be in that position. Do I think he did a hell of a job? Sure. Arguably. I think he did a fantastic job in the things that he did well in. But overall, I don't think that he was the best leader for that program. And it showed because who came before Sykes?
He did.
Oh. And what we just talked about of what Sykes was given. Because how long?
we
just talked about that this lady got such a shorter end of the stick, and that was the man who passed the baton.
But Robbie,
Rob, I've been talking to you. You be putting it together.
She inherited a lot of good things. She inherited a coach. She inherited a coach that was already on the golf team. He was already there. The coaches that won championships, they were already there.
Okay.
So Willie wasn't already there. The golf team wasn't already there.
Hold on.
Come on now. The baseball coach.
Track coach is not already there.
The baseball coach. Come on now.
The track coach is not already there.
Some of these people are
Can I
already
ask you something? Wait, Ron. Can I ask you something? This is a genuine question. The folks that you just named, they were hired by Courtney?
No.
Was it the golf? I think the golf coach was the golf
coach.
That was the golf.
Bro, he been there, bro.
He been there. Okay,
yeah,
then. Okay, then. So, but my thing.
So he just maintained.
But check this though, Ron. Why didn't they win championships while the other Courtney was there?
Okay, first Dion. We all know that. Don't even play stupid with that. Jerry.
Dion who?
Jackson State. That's why we didn't win.
Who?
That's only one sport though.
Baseball, been winning. Baseball,
Wait. No.
Softball. Courtney was there when softball.
I would like to ask again. Let's go to Dion since we want to bring in Dion. Did he win at the Celebration Bowl?
But he won the SWAC championship.
No.
He didn't win the Celebration Bowl. He won the SWAC championship.
But that doesn't have to do with
But you get a ring at the SWAC championship. You're a champion. You're a SWAC champion.
The team.
You know why we lost to them, Ron?
How we lose?
Because we didn't have all our players. You know how we got all our players? We got all our players eligible.
Okay, then.
First time in school history.
And Jerry, every time you say that, guess what I say? I'm not arguing with you with that. But guess what I am going to argue with you about? The lack of money that she couldn't fundraise. Like, it's crazy that you getting stuff taken away from you.
What you got taken away? I didn't know that.
She got stuff taken away from her because she was mismanaging things. She told the board, "Oh, I'm doing raffle tickets and asking for more." Like, you just out here selling raffle tickets. You're not creating no new ideas to make more money, to do more things, to raise.
What was the raffle tickets for?
To raise money for the athletic.
What are you talking about though? When did this happen?
When did this happen? This happened on a board meeting in front of the masses on a Zoom.
So you think that was the only way she was trying to raise money?
That's the only thing that she brought up.
That wasn't even her role.
If somebody asks you, what are you doing to raise money? And you only say raffle tickets.
That's what she said on a board meeting.
That's what she said. It's on Scotty YouTube. You can watch it. Literally, a board meeting. She said, I'm doing raffle tickets and a strike tour. And that was it. And the strike tour, they do that every year before she even... Huh?
What's the strike?
They go to different places and
they go to different places to raise money.
Through the raffle tickets, or is this like
no? It's two different.
The raffle tickets is two different things. And they asked her, why are you not going out raising more money or doing more things to raise money? She couldn't even answer the question.
Yeah, I mean, she may have lacked on raising money, but she wasn't hired. Like, when we hired her because she had a compliance background.
But Jerry, can't you hire somebody just for compliance, just to have a compliance background instead of them making AD?
Yeah, you could. You could. But that's not, I mean, she was hired because of the Carolina situation.
Okay, but Jerry, this is my thing. If you're going to hire somebody off of, oh, we just need this, and we're going to fall off the wayside on other things, that doesn't make any sense. That really doesn't make any sense. We need a chef in the kitchen, but I'm gonna hire a potato peeler to be the chef, and all he knows is peeling potatoes.
So who would you want to see in there? Not person, character.
I just want somebody well-rounded. That's all I want. I just
you sound like you trying to find somebody for your daughter. I just want somebody well-rounded. I just want somebody that can make money. I want somebody that can be one with the people. I want somebody that can be one with the student athletes. Okay. Those are the three major things. You know, I mean, key compliance. So that's kind of one with being one with the athlete. You got to know what's going on in your compliance office. You got to know, okay, if I need more compliance people, I need to hire more compliance people, then I'm gonna make that a big thing. Like you have to be a well-rounded person to work that job. They just don't start people out at McDonald's as the manager. No, you're gonna learn how to cook on a grill. You're gonna learn how to do fries. You're gonna learn how to do register. You're going to learn how to count the money at the back. You're going to learn how to close. You're going to learn how to open. You just don't go into McDonald's saying, I'm a manager. No, you got to learn to do all those things. Then you become a manager. Then you become a owner. I think the flaw in thinking like that, though, is we're not hiring an employee. We're hiring a manager. And sometimes you're hiring a manager that doesn't know the business of what they're managing. Just because their experiences have shaped them to be a manager, they still have to be in a position of having people that will listen to them, regardless of whether they know the business or whatever they're working. So I think it goes in tandem. I'm understanding and I'm agreeing with you. I just feel like it can't just be this, oh, you got to learn from where we are and what we're doing. You also have to listen because I'm the manager. Like, like that's what I got hired to manage the situation. You can't just always expect the manager to learn from the employees. Then you just an employee. What am I supposed to be doing if I'm not managing? You know what I'm saying? So I think that has to be a give and take sometimes. And I feel like we are always in this position of, okay, you got to learn us, you got to learn what we doing and how we about it. But how are we ever going to succeed and be better than we already are if we don't learn from the other person that's supposed to be guiding us, that's supposed to be in the position of leading?
So he's tired of you. He walked out.
He came back and I know he heard me.
I got a puppy. I gotta make sure he ain't doing that crazy. Yeah, I got a puppy. Yeah, I gotta make sure. Yeah, I gotta make sure he ain't doing that crazy. I got me a stop.
Is that a back scratcher? All right.
Yeah, I got to stop. I love tapping.
Oh, okay. What kind of dog?
Huh? That make them stop. Shoot.
No, what kind of dog?
American Bully. American Bully XL.
Oh.
You want to? Yeah, well, y'all want to see him?
Yes, I do.
Okay, I knew he was about to say that. Come here.
Well, you shouldn't have brought it up. Man, I'm ready to see him.
The dog in a different state.
Nah, the dog in the living room. God dang it.
Ron stay in that little Wayne house.
Oh, look at him. Look like a Reese's cup. Hey, peanut butter. Aw. He gave me a little thumbs up. Hey. Put him down.
How did y'all do that?
Oh, no.
All right.
Ron, if you have a litter, man, let me get one.
I got you. Hold up. Yeah. So we can stud him out. He got all his papers. We got all his background stuff. So when he get of age, we can stud him and everything. So
Right, because we're not there yet. He's a baby.
Yeah, we're not there yet. Not yet. Not yet. Because this dog gonna make me some money.
Yeah.
This dog gonna make me some money.
Not you pissing the dog out. That's crazy.
Then you can give NILs to FAMU students.
Yeah, there we go. So
You not but
it may be $500, but hey, shoot, we're gonna do what it do.
Move on.
We're gonna do what it do.
Man, I think she's gonna be all right though, man. She gonna land on her feet.
Hell yeah, she gonna be all right.
She gonna get a job.
I don't know if y'all remember, but she got Executive of the Year and she got AD of the Year all within 1 year. Somebody likes her, and it's not just one person.
And that's all, folks. That's all. That's all, folks.
Because if I got the job, the first thing I would have did was pay Willie. Willie would have been there.
I want you to know something, and I need you to really hear me when I say Willie had that meeting with Duke and couldn't spell FAMU after that. I just want to let you know that.
But Willie did.
When it comes from the depths of my spirit and my soul, I want you to know it's coming from a genuine place. Willie said it's time for me to go.
I feel you. I just sometimes Robin stuck and be avoided.
I think he will always love FAMU. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah,
I think that is a special place in his heart. He's let that be known. But I am not going to sit up here and say Willie should have said no.
I feel you. I don't think he should have said no, but I feel like
he did what he needed to do.
We should have been on the ball, a couple of months earlier.
No, when you get offered a Power 5 job,
No, but I'm not saying that, Jerry. I'm not saying that.
But
This
how
what
do we
I'm
know
saying.
it's
I'm not saying
confidently because
nothing.
of the money?
I'm not saying nothing about the Power 5. I'm not saying nothing about the money. This is what I'm saying. You check and balances. You need to check and you need your balances. You need to know what's going on. You just ain't gonna walk up in your home not knowing what's going on. Everybody knew what was going on. And if you didn't know, you was living under a rock. You knew that was Willie Simmons coming off his last year. Everybody knew that on his contract. So your checks need to follow your balances. You should have said, "Oh, this mofo need a new contract. This mofo turn the program around. This mofo need an increase." Not saying, "Oh, you haven't done anything." That was from word of mouth.
Ron sassy over there, boy.
Word of mouth. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, Ron, you think that if they would have found whatever remedy that you're speaking of, Willie would have stayed?
Mr. Campbell, I'm glad he in here. Mr. Campbell, please tell these people Willie Simmons would have stayed if he would have got his contract signed earlier. Because he could be the test of this. If Willie Simmons would have got that contract in the beginning of the season, he would have stayed.
No, he wouldn't, bro.
I want you to call Willie.
Scott said something.
Please call Willie. And we need him to answer this.
I wish Mr. Campbell could come on the show and tell y'all, like, please hit in the chat, Mr. Campbell, that Willie Simmons would have stayed if he would have got his contract.
How do y'all know this?
Huh?
How do you know?
Because he know, because he's in a higher place than I am. He talks to people in higher places than I do.
I don't think anybody knows but Willie Simmons himself.
Exactly. Respectfully, Mr. Campbell, I'm not saying you wrong. I'm just saying.
But I mean, you can say that, Ron. I think your opinion's valid. But I think I think we should have signed him early, yes. But that doesn't take away the fact that they could have paid off his contract and still offer him a job. Duke is known to like pay people like $500K, bro, for a running back coach. Is not normal. They would have paid him. Oh, you're $300,000 a year. Oh,
do we know his salary?
Oh yeah,
I just said I didn't mean to say it.
They matched it, I think.
What is it?
At Duke?
Yeah.
500.
Yeah, they matched it.
500K.
I'm hearing $500,000. That's what y'all telling me. This man, he making $5.
Yeah.
And he was making $3
as a running back coach, not a head coach.
Right.
Yeah.
So as a position coach, he making $5. He making
half
$500,000.
Yeah.
Oh.
Unheard of.
Oh.
A running back coach.
What was his thing? What was his salary at FAM as the head coach?
$300,000.
That was after he won the championship?
Yes.
Oh.
There you go, right there.
Possibly more than likely he was going to entertain offers, but he did ask for an updated contract in the middle of the season. Yeah. I recall us talking about that. But that doesn't mean that he would not have left if he got, because at that point he did not have an offer from Duke.
Who is OBG?
Orange Blossom.
I'm gonna let you figure that out, Robbie. You haven't been watching Scotty's show.
Orange Blossom game. That's what I'm gonna say.
I ain't never been to it. I'm so sorry.
That's not what it means.
What is it?
Official big girl.
Official big girl. Is he talking about sites? That's childish. Moving on.
But I mean, he's right. He did ask for an updated contract. He asked for his coaches to get paid more. But I think what their response was. I think Ron said what if you haven't won a championship yet? Once you win a championship, I'll give you that money. Did you say that, Ron?
Yep.
Yeah. So he hadn't won the SWAC. You know, we had years of getting close, but we had never won the SWAC. We had never won a Celebration Bowl. So at that point, you know, I can understand both sides. I think he deserved the contract extension, but at the same time, like, if you're not winning the championship, like, you're coming close, but you're not winning. Is that really worthy? I can see both sides. I would have gave him money, but I can see both sides.
All I gotta say is you turn around a program and you almost at the threshold, and that's just I mean, I understand what you're saying, Jerry. Like, that's a slap in the face, bro. Like, basically you telling me all the work I did to turn this program around and to go undefeated at home, which not a lot of football teams can do, which is hard to do.
Yeah.
Have a winning streak at home. Never lost at home since he touched down there in a long time. I mean, he lost at home, but I'm just saying, as far as the streak goes, that's hard to do. That's hard to do to maintain that type of success. That is hard. That's not easy. That's just not like, oh, I'm LeBron. I can go out there by myself. I know you gonna rebound the ball, and I know you're gonna pass it back to me. I know if I pass it back to you, you're gonna pass it back to me. Like that. It's a different beast.
Yeah, it is. He deserved I mean, yeah. But I think, you know, from a realistic standpoint, like, if you haven't won, you ain't won a championship. Like, if you I don't think it was said like, it was like, all right, coach, you win the championship, we'll go ahead and get that increase for you. I think it was more so said like that. But I mean, he could have got it early. But I understand both sides. But at the same time, if he was given that contract, if he signed that I don't think he would have got 500. He probably would have got 450, something like that, or 400, because he was at 300, 400,000, $100,000 increase, $400,000 contract. Duke would have still offered him the job, and I firmly believe he would have left, and they would have paid off his contract.
I feel you.
You don't think so?
No, I'm saying I feel you. I just said I feel you. Like, I'm not gonna say yes, no, but I'm just saying I feel you. Like, you got a good alumni base that's definitely had his backing since day one. I mean, and my thing is that you had an alumni base that was willing to give him the contract. Like, I have never saw nobody raise. I mean, besides a GoFundMe or something, like, I never saw like black people, to raise money for a head football coach that fast in my life.
Yeah, me either.
So,
hey, Power 5. Go Blue Devils. That's what they see, bro. That's what they see. It's Power 5, bro. Once you get Power 5, bro, there's no turning back.
I understand
Power
that.
5, leave.
Has
Power
he
5,
worked in Power 5 before?
No.
You can't count that. I was about to say a grad assistant, but you can't count that.
Absolutely not.
You can't.
He went there because he went to school there.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's when you get the opportunity, you got to go. Because you never know. Like, you can have a good recruiting class. And let's say he was the head coach at FAMU. And, you know, knock on wood, something happened and they didn't win as much as they thought they were going to win. Now that job is off the table. You know? So you got to strike when the iron's hot. I understand. And I mean, as much as FAMU could have matched the offer, they can't match, you know, the opportunity that comes with working at a Power 5 institution, no matter how hard we try.
Yeah.
True.
And at the end of the day,
the day going
I'll say it comes with the money.
It is.
Yeah. But guys, this is a good show. Shoot, you know, we've been on here for a good little minute. It's Friday, and we got a weekend to get ahead of us. Shoot. So thank y'all for tuning in. Make sure y'all subscribe to, you know, Bridges on Top. Make sure y'all subscribe to OFFSCRIPT. We're gonna be here every Friday. Ooh, next week is a big week, y'all.
Game week.
Next week is game week. We got the SWAC and MEAC Challenge, which will be lit. And we're going to be talking about our FAMU Rattlers. versus the Norfolk Spartans. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be talking about them things. But at the end of the day, we waiting on football, and we gonna be waiting on y'all, and y'all gonna be waiting on us on Friday to be on pre-snap read. Ryan, what you got coming up this weekend?
This weekend, just preparing for school. School starts on Monday, so it's gonna be a time. I'm about to get into it. Y'all, I'm graduating this year.
Woo woo.
This is really crazy.
This is so crazy. Yeah, what y'all got?
I gotta work.
Facts.
Sure, I don't know what I got going on, just dabbling a little bit in the Houston festivities, whatever Houston got going on. So, I'm still exploring the city, trying to
You
figure
gotta go to a
out.
game, bro.
Huh?
You gotta go to a game.
Oh, I like going to the regular season games. I don't like going to preseason games. I go to the games now. I done been to
That's what
huh?
I'm talking about. Regular season. Y'all boys,
Oh
Houston,
yeah. I'm at
Texans
least
like
go to,
that.
I'm at least go to 3. They was lit when I went. I'm at least go to 3. So yeah, definitely
And
that.
train your dog.
You said what?
And train your dog.
Oh yeah. He chilling right now. He a pretty chill dog. I can't say that. You know how most puppies be hyper and everywhere, and
Mm-hmm.
nah,
Yeah.
he really chill.
Bullies
Oh, I
be
love
chill
that.
like that. They be real chill.
Yeah, he be really chill. That's what I like about him. He's chill. So he in the teething stage right now. So he trying to bite everything. He
Mm-hmm.
like, nah,
Listen.
no, can't bite stuff. You can't bite my hand, and you can't bite the furniture.
I'm gonna call Pete on you.
But you can bite the toys we get.
I'm gonna call Pete on you, dog.
They not even gonna take Braun seriously. Like, so what was the disturbance? You gonna hold up the deal?
he was biting my shit.
Yeah, they gonna be on you, boy.
Nah, man,
Bro.
that dog ain't got no bruises. That dog ain't got nothing. I'll be feeding that dog out my hand. This dog love me. Sure.
But they gonna have pitchforks and tiki torches at your front door.
Yeah,
Bro.
yeah, okay, they're gonna have that. Guess what? I'm gonna be picking them off one by one.
That's crazy.
Pew! And it's open carry in Texas too. Oh, but
Hey.
Bye.
they on
Bye.
my property.
You gonna call Robert?
I have neutralized the intruder.
Intruders.
I like
I
them
have
too.
neutralized the intruder.
Crazy. They gonna be hey.
What Angel reset?
Nah.
You hit him with that. I love that. I love that so much.
Heck yeah. But thank y'all for tuning in, man. Thank y'all for tuning in. We're gonna have a full pack show next Friday. We're gonna have a breakdown of both of the teams, what they need to do to succeed, what they need to do to win the game. New head coach first game for Cozy Spartans. They trying to make some rumbling, trying to be the SWAT team, which is always a plus for the MEAC when they come in time because they rough and tough football. But definitely, man. Thank y'all for tuning in. Much love. I will see y'all guys next week. Pre-snap read. We out.